Welcome everyone to today's opening bell. I am Bosin Amofaye, and a warm welcome to everyone to Thursday, the 21st of January. And this is how we got the markets wrapped up on Frontier Africa on Wednesday, the third trading day of the week. As you begin to check through the main 5 exchanges that we track on a daily basis, the Nigerian market managed to eke out a very little gain on the back of some of the names in the consumer goods space, Northern Nigerian flour mills, and a few others. That's 1.01%, holding on to the 45,000 level. The BRVM went up by 20 basis points. The Egyptian market better by 14. The Nairobi stock market eked out nearly 1%, and the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, GSE, up by 1/10. So roughly, speaking, positive trading day across some of the major exchanges on the continent. Okay, let's start with East Africa for our top stories today. Citibank and JP Morgan have been chosen by the Kenyan authorities to pilot its fresh Eurobond issuance of 250 billion shillings. And the Treasury in Nairobi has raised 62.2 billion shillings from 3 bond auctions. Kenya is looking for funds fast and furious to inject in some of its key infrastructure projects in the country and to keep the economy afloat. Centum Investment says it's turning its stake in subsidiary Two Rivers to raise new capital and cut back on its debt. In the meantime, Tanzania and Uganda says they have agreed to remove non-tariff barriers, or NTBs, in order to ease trade between the two neighbors in East Africa. While Uganda, the MTN Mobile Money Limited has named Richard Yego as a new managing director. Okay, so in West Africa, we got bigger news that cuts across Frontier Africa markets. Sub-Saharan Africa, a new report from UNCTAD, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, says FDI inflows into Sub-Saharan Africa jumped 200% to $88 billion in 2021, despite the pandemic. And Nigeria's NLNG's decision to sell cooking gas, or LPG, locally has increased demand or supply in the local market. Demand is also up, prices still surging, by the way. And Trust Bank Holdings has launched about 3 billion naira in Series 5 commercial paper program on the Nigerian market. That announcement came in on Wednesday. And Tullow Oil and the Ghanaian Navy authorities have signed a $23.5 million 5-year deal to protect Tullow Oil assets in the country. Oil theft is rife within the Gulf of Guinea, with Nigeria suffering billions of US dollars every year in oil theft and smuggling, as well as vandalism. Now, the Nigerian Navy Navy in Ghana and Tullow Oil have signed that deal for the protection of its oil assets. And Burkina Faso's Treasury reporting raising about 44 billion CFA franc in bond issue within the UEMOA region. Okay, let's get the Southern African news into this place, because South African billionaire Ramaphosa, well, not President Cyril Ramaphosa, by the way, has launched his first vaccine plant, looking to produce this particular vaccine that's quite important and necessary in the face of the Omicron variant. And South Africa's wine exports in volume terms were up 22% in 2021, despite the supply chain problems. And the Zambia's Energy Corporation and Copperbelt Energy Corporation are in talks for a new power deal, trying to resolve some of the energy crisis in Zambia, one of the Southern African mining resource economy. And Zimplats has been granted 2 licenses to generate its own solar plant. The race to sustainable energy and using clean energy to power some of the industries, mining and other forms of industrial activities on the continent continues apace. And Mozambique is looking to partner Dubai to develop some of its national projects. And that looks like a very quite an ambitious one, by the way, if you ask me. The North Africa, just to sum it up, Morocco's Isthma capital has now been elected as the chairman of the board of the Global Sovereign Wealth Fund Forum, while Egypt's banking sector loans was up nearly 20% to about 2.9, nearly $3 Egyptian pounds in the 10 months ended October 2021, while Fori is planning to raise about 800 million Egyptian pounds via rights issue to existing shareholders to aid its expansion, not only in Egypt, but across the North Africa and the Sahel region. And Faisal Islamic Bank says it's grown 2021 profit by 30.3% to 2.6 billion Egyptian pounds. That's part of the 2021 reporting season kicking off in Egypt. And finally, Tunisia Airlines says it incurs about 336 million dinars net loss in 2020. Of course, we all know how bad things were for airlines around the world for the year 2020 when the virus pandemic surfaces. And that's about it for today on Frontier Opening Bell. I am Boosting Amafai. Go to frontierafricareports.com to watch this show and read up on our articles and other videos that we have. You go on our YouTube at Frontier Africa Reports as well to watch this show again and other shows that we have online for you. Follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.